Hello. That seems to be working. Let's see if anybody can hear me now. Hello, chat. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Okay, excellent. Y'all can hear me. Okay, hello. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Yeah, welcome to Toaster Tuesday with Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus again. Joining me this evening, my man Tilbarone of the BSG crew. Say hi, Tilbarone.
Hello.
Can you guys hear Tilbarone? Should be able to hear him. He's coming through my desktop audio. I've done no configuration for this whatsoever. If you guys hear meowing in the background, that's my cat. His name is Ranger. He just had a late dinner, so he's got the zoomies, so he's running around and yelling at me. Yep, say hi. Say hi. There he is. Can you guys hear him? Alright, so where were we? I believe we were just about to tackle the secret mission. Ooh, y'all ready for secret mission? Let's do a secret mission. The first seal. What could that refer to? How well read are you of the Warhammer 40,000 mythology, Tilbarone?
I know literally nothing. So you have
Oh, excellent.
a Warhammer virgin on the stream here.
Excellent. Well, I'll fill you in for the benefit of anybody else who doesn't know what's going on here. We're in a big, giant Gothic cathedral in space, orbiting the planet Silva Tenebris, which is apparently, you know, who knew? Who knew? It's a Necron tomb world. Call before you dig, you know? It's what you're supposed to do. So yeah,
So
we're...
is this planet inhabited by other people besides the Necrons?
It was.
Okay. Alright.
there was a human colony here. Not so much anymore.
So relegated to the past tense. I
But
see.
the tomb is not yet fully woken up. However, it is in the process of waking up. As you can see, it is 29% awakened. If it gets to 100%, we have to fight the Necron Overlord, and if we lose, that's it. That's game over. But if we kick his ass, we win.
Is there a way to stop it from awakening?
That's the theory is if we manage to kill all of the Necron lords, that'll like the tomb will still awaken, but the final result will be not as apocalyptic. Is there a Necron snooze button? Yeah, the Necron snooze button is kicking Zazaragon's ass. That's the button. But yeah, the idea is if we kill enough of the tomb lords, then when the Necron tomb finally wakes up, it won't be at full power. It'll be somewhat diminished.
That's reasonable.
Alright, let's do the secret mission. Retrieve a Necron relic from the tomb of Argolek. Shoe Vanguards was working pretty well last time. Let's do that again. I don't see any reason to change things here. This guy Faustinus, he's supposed to be the player avatar. He's the Archmagos of the ship.
And I assume the Archmagos is basically like the commander.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He's effectively a general.
Gotcha. So I was only moderately aware that the tech priests, that's who these guys are? had any sort of significant military capabilities.
Oh yeah, no. This goes all the way back to the to when Earth and Mars like formed an alliance back in the Golden Age, like before shit hit the fan when the Emperor was still kicking around, kicking ass and taking names. Mars and what's it referred to? It's referred to as. There is a name for the Church of Mars. It has a proper name. I just can't think of what it is. But yeah, Mars and the other Forge worlds in the Imperium of Man are exempt from the Imperial Tithe. They are effectively a parallel command structure. Cult Mechanicus, thank you. Yeah, the Cult Mechanicus is effectively a parallel command structure to the rest of the Empire. They support the Empire. They build all their ships. They do all the high-tech toys. But in return for that, the Imperial Cult and the Adeptus Administratum, they leave them alone. You guys can do whatever you want. They're self-governing. They're almost fully autonomous. But
Okay.
their goals are aligned with the Imperium. They are effectively this. That's why the emblem of the Imperium is a two-headed eagle. One head is Earth, the other head is Mars.
Gotcha. All right. Do they do a lot of like joint military operations or?
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
All the time. They have their own standing military called the Legio Cybernetica, which is Kepra here. She's a Skitari commander. The Cult Mechanicus does attach itself to the regular Imperial military units. Like Imperial Guard regiments have tech priests that work with them, engineers and stuff. There's always engineers and tech priests aboard any Imperial Navy ship. Even the Space Marines have tech marines that go off and train on Mars and then come back to the chapter.
Okay.
But the military of the Cult Mechanicus, which you'll see in a second here, are called Skitari, and they're cyborg killer soldiers. They're pretty fucking cool. If I were rich and had enough money to play this, to actually play 40k, I would play an AdMech army. They had this really cool anachronistic pseudo steampunk kind of look to it, lots of brushed copper and stuff. The chamber has an inscribed stele depicting a gargantuan figure looming over depictions of stylized Necrons. What could this be referring to? The Collegia Titanica Fez is a different branch. I think they are also under the auspice of the Cult Mechanicus, though. All right, so should we investigate the inscription? Should we pull it down to see if there's any goodies behind it, or should we consecrate the chamber with prayer and possibly fire?
I mean, I'm all for prayer and fire personally, but
Sounds good to me.
I'm not sure if questioning things is in the spirit of the AdMech.
Hey, it worked! The panel blisters and discolors, revealing further shallow inscribed characters previously hidden. Oh, nice. Should we rush the objective, or should we get into a fight along the way?
Would we expect them to join in the fight at a later time?
No, they won't. This layer of the map isn't dynamic. We're just dungeon delving, one room at a time. Let's leave them alone. What would happen if I traveled to Mars and yelled, "There is no Omnissiah"? Sensor Leproni, I don't know. I don't recommend it, though. I don't think you're even allowed to set foot on Mars unless you're part of the Cult Mechanicus. You get flayed. Yeah, there you go. Particularly corroded.
Yes, I do serve it.
Yes.
I stepped foot on Mars.
The chamber looks unstable. Must be traversed if the cohort is to reach the artifact's location. Should we just like Chad yes walk across the bridge, use cabling and physics to rig up a harness, or cut out the middleman and collapse the chamber ourselves.
Well, certainly you want to investigate the place, so whichever is, you know, the best route to get over.
Let's use the power of science. Nope, wrong choice. Alright, take a harness. It takes time. Okay, so yeah, we've lost the initiative. We've partly awakened the chamber, but we didn't suffer any casualties. Alright, we're good. We only have one awakening level. Let's backtrack a little bit and do some of the other rooms. Might have some goodies in them. A huge hangar-like space containing several large, glossy black stone obelisks. Ooh, what could this mean? Should we knock them down? Trap the obelisks? Or not fucking touch them?
Well, not touching them doesn't sound very AdMech of us. Since
That doesn't
we're
sound very fun.
already
You're
here.
right. Yeah, if we're here, we might as well do something.
Yeah.
Alright, knock them over or set traps?
Well, you know, they're obelisks. They seem to be meant to be knocked over.
You're right, they're like dominoes.
If you don't put them up to be knocked over, then what
Oh! The cohort throws a demolition charge at the base and detonates it. The obelisk, however, is made of some unexpectedly tough material and is not destroyed. The explosion echoes through the tomb, drawing Necrons to the cohort's position. Necron philosophy or religion. Images of outsized figures with halos of crackling energy appear among the sun and stars, as if the Necrons are trying to illustrate beings of vast power. Really makes you think. What could they be trying to tell us? Anybody who knows anything about the Necrons right now is just screaming at the screen. Okay, so leave the chamber alone. Oh, let us spare. Oh, great vessel of honor, may your servant motors be guarded against malfunction as your spirit is guarded from impurity. We beseech the machine god to watch over you. Let flow the sacred oils, and let not the sorrows of the seven perplexities trouble thine pistons. Let flow the blessed unguents, and may thine circuitry remain divinely blessed. Thank you, Sparrow Fusil, thank you. Thank you for your blessing, Tech Priest. Alright, so ignore the chamber, leave it alone, don't think about it again, examine and record the inscriptions. Excuse me, a little bit of soup went down the wrong way. Or, remove the panels for further study.
I have no input because I am 1 for 3 right now. So I am clearly not a good tech priest.
Maybe chat can help us out. Well, chat, what should we do? Ignore them, examine them, or steal them? Distant muffalo screams begin. Examine! Alright, examine it is. Alright. Okay, that's all of the side rooms, so let's go do the main room. If one fails as a tech priest, maybe one can become a tech friar. Yeah, I mean, they have galleys. You know, someone's got to cook for the cult. Get it? Friar?
It'd just be like hot oil.
Get it? Get it?
Yes. Wow.
It was a joke I heard once. I'm sure you've all heard it. I can't remember anything about like the details of the joke except it was these two monks making fish and chips, and the punchline was that one of them was the chipmunk and the other was the fish fryer.
Ugh. Gosh. That's pretty good.
What did the monk say to the hot dog vendor? I don't know, UNC Samurai. What did the monk say to the hot dog vendor? Make me one with everything. Nice. Nice. Alright, Samurai. So the monk pays for the hot dog and asks for his change. And the hot dog vendor says, change comes from within. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got it, yeah. Alright, so we gotta secure... I guess that's the artifact we gotta secure right there. Yeah, you've clearly heard that joke before. Alright, get a couple of the boys in so I can show Toblerone what a Skitarii looks like. You play much XCOM, Toblerone?
I have not.
Mm.
I've heard some of the older ones are very good.
Oh yeah, I even enjoy the new ones. They're a lot of fun. Alright, so check these guys out, hey?
They look pretty horrifying.
Right? Those are radium carbines they've got. They shoot somewhat radioactive bullets. I'm told it's the equivalent of a chest X-ray.
Okay. Nice.
It's just this guy's got a flamethrower on him. Yeah, see?
So that would be really convenient in warfare to have, like, you know, a few arms on a backpack with extra guns on it.
And if you wait for the animation long enough, he's got the little pistol and the one mech den right there. If you wait long enough, he'll like look in one direction, and then the pistol will scan behind him. It's pretty cool. And you have to do it. No, he doesn't want to do it. Well, what I can do instead is this guy's got a big Volkite cannon on his side.
So what's that, like a plasma cannon type thing?
Yeah, it's basically a lost tech energy weapon.
Okay.
They don't know how to make him anymore.
Ah, that's interesting.
And this thing is a gamma pistol, which ignores armor because it's radiation. A shit ton of radiation. Alright, Skitarii Vanguard. Let's see if we get a shot. We can get a shot. Got him. Oh yeah, no, you're right. It's not that they forgot how to make them, it's just cost prohibitive. It's not worth it to make them anymore en masse.
Now I've heard that in 40K there is it's like a technological decline.
Yeah, did you ever...
This seems pretty not technologically declined.
Did you ever read... what was that story? Tex knows what it is. It'll come to me. It's not so much okay. So in the general population, people have mostly forgotten how technology works, but the Cult Mechanicus are not the general population.
Okay.
Much of the knowledge of how to maintain the Empire's technology was preserved by the Cult Mechanicus, and the way that they preserved it was essentially by encoding it in religion.
Okay.
Because religious oral traditions can be passed across generations with very little deviation. If you instill that mentality of, this is the truth, and you'll go to hell if you get it wrong, that's a very good way of preserving information.
Well, that's fair enough. So is this something that every member of the Mechanicus needs to know, or is it specifically for the cult?
I think
tech priests?
Much of the technological knowledge is compartmentalized. I think that's by design.
Sure.
But the tech priests will specialize into, one or two different fields, and so depending on which field you specialize into, you'll know more about your particular mysteries of the Omnissiah than somebody else would. Canticle for Leibowitz, thank you. That's the name of the story. I kept trying to say Requiem from Methuselah. I was like, no, it's a Star Trek episode. What am I talking about?
I have not read that book.
It's pretty good. It's one of those sci-fi works you really should read. Right up there with Dune.
Well, I'm reading Dune right now.
You're reading Dune right now. How far are you?
I just finished not the first book of Dune, but like the book within Dune. So how they split it up into 2 or 3 books or whatever. So I've done book 1.
So where does that put you in the story?
Atreides, let's see, Paul and his mom just ended in like the day in a 10. And Paul's like having an existential crisis because he doesn't feel sad for his dad dying.
Right, okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoilers for a 70-year-old book.
So let's see here. Canticle for Leibowitz. I shall add that to my reading list.
But yes, Warhammer 40,000 takes a lot of inspiration from both Dune and A Canticle for Leibowitz, among other things.
Okay. So I've added that to my list.
Although I don't think the people who now run Games Workshop know that.
I've heard a lot of people question the antics of current Games Workshop.
Oh, Revan says we're starting to pick new books for the next month's Ox Book Club. Cool. I should look into that. I know there's a book club channel, I just haven't looked at it. 40K is basically a magpie. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, it's what people say, right? Like, good writers borrow, great writers steal. Right? Right?
There is only one story that has ever been told in human history. Somebody wants something and someone else is trying to stop them.
There you go. How many more tombs are there? It's a lot. Okay. There's a lot.
Did the tombs like respawn?
All these ones that still have the gates up will at some point release more Necrons.
Oh, okay. That is not
Censor
good.
Lamproni, I will bet 250 goob on Henry Cavill playing a Necron foot soldier. No, my guy. Okay, here's my prediction. You guys can clip this, okay? Henry Cavill plays the Emperor. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens.
So do you think he'll set it in the current universe of 40K, or do you think he'll do like Horus Heresy?
I have no idea. I hope he does something in the Horus Heresy, because that is, I think, a more interesting story to tell.
It would probably be easier to film too, because you've got, you know, humans versus humans, I assume, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. He's gonna have to grow some luxurious long black hair. Well, dude, he grew his hair out for The Witcher. Oh, Cavill should be Eisenhorn. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yo, you know what else, the Fae? Eyes on this horn. Hand eggplant.
Who is Eisenhorn?
Ligma balls.
Okay.
The Eisenhorn books are like a 40K like detective novel kind of thing. They're about an inquisitor named Eisenhorn.
Okay.
Which also happens to be an excellent Ligma. As I have just demonstrated. Cavill should be Yerrick. Who is Yerrick?
Isn't Yerrick the guardsman who fought that orc and got his arm chopped off?
Oh, him! Okay, yeah, okay. I can see it. Yerrick is dead now. Well, that's the thing about the 41st millennium. Everybody dies. Over a long enough timeline, everybody dies. Oh wait, that's Fight Club. First rule of Stardust Hill, you do not talk about a Stardust Hill. Nice. Very nice. Oh shit, I forgot he could do that. This motherfucker over here just reanimated that dead Necron. I forgot he could do that. And I might lose a Tech Priest. Oh jeez. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. Okay. Let's see how much health you actually have. Can't hit anything, but I can get this off the board. I might lose a Tech Priest here, and there might be nothing I can do about it. Oh, I can hit all three of these guys. Watch this. Boom!
Nice.
Put him on delay. See if I can come to the boss's rescue here. Okay, he'll act first in the next round. That's good. Unless he takes the acid damage at the start of his turn, then that's bad. Okay, he did not take the acid damage, which means self-heal. Alright. So that situation there should not have happened. That was me fucking up. And I'm not going to do that again. Running the fuck away. It's not Crimbus yet, Night Owl. Almost, but not quite. Let's give him the Volkite. Yeah! Crimbus half an hour ago? No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? Crimbus in like a week, my guy. Don't jinx it. Okay, this is better. I'm starting to draw their fire a little more evenly. That's better. Because I think I'm on permadeath on this save, so if I lose any tech priests, they're gone.
That would not be good.
That would not be good. You can get more. It's just you gotta get lucky.
So, are you able to recruit? I assume there's like different levels of, you know, people that you can hire, right?
Yeah. So you start with just servitors and tech priests, but as you complete missions, you'll unlock more types of Skitarii you can bring with you, and Skitarii can be replaced. Like there's just an infinite number of them. But tech priests are the guys you can level up and customize and equip, and those guys, if you're playing on permadeath, those guys are persistent.
Gotcha. All right.
You can get more tech priests through doing missions for Capra, I think, the Subdomina commander. She'll sometimes give you troop upgrades, and sometimes she'll give you more tech priests, like as a mission reward.
Mm-hmm. But it's better to obviously to like level your guys up.
Well, it's better to not lose them, is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, the meth charity made it to 5K. Nice.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Good job, everybody. Tech priest, heal thyself. Delete this guy before he gets up again. Would the tech priest use McAfee or Bitdefender? I don't know.
Did you know that they would get WinRAR for free?
They certainly would. That is the oldest rite in the book. The ancient knowledge of the cult Mechanicus.
Don't pay $8 for a license.
No, somebody paid $8 for a license 10,000 years ago.
Yeah,
they're still using the same one.
They've got like a dedicated Windows XP computer just for it.
Ah, I see he has no armor. You know what that means. Let's bug these guys instead. So these guys are pretty cool too. Sicarian Ruststalkers.
I was wondering if that was on your team or not.
Yeah, no, he's one of mine.
Okay.
It used to be a person.
Yeah.
Now it's just a living weapon.
So how much of a human is kept in like a tech priest?
A tech priest?
Do they try to like replace everything?
The ultimate goal is to replace as much as can be replaced. There is a point in the career of a tech adept known as the Crux Mechanicum. That's the point at which their body is as much machine as flesh.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think the Crux Mechanicum is the point where they are more machine than flesh, and that is considered to be like a position of, or not a position, but a sort of a rite of passage. Like if you reach the Crux Mechanica, as you advance through the cult hierarchy, you get more and more like augmentics and implants and stuff.
Okay.
And so until you eventually reach the Crux Mechanicum, and then you're somebody. Skitarii alphas are usually passed the Crux Mechanicum themselves.
Okay. So what's like the easiest thing to replace?
Probably limbs.
Like a limb?
The very first thing that Skitarii get as a tradition thing, the very first augmetic they receive is their legs are replaced at the knee. It's symbolic. It's a symbolic what do you call that? Homage, I guess, to the first Martian colonists, who are said to have worn their legs down to stumps on the Martian plains.
Interesting.
Yeah. After that, for Skitarii, it's usually eyes. Tech priests, probably something more practical, like a arm, or maybe getting a mechadendrite. Those are the arms that are grafted to the lower back there.
Okay.
See him?
Yes.
This guy's got like 4 of them. Can upgrade that Mark 1 eyeball. Yeah, you got it. Let's drop a little shield here. All computers are servitor base. You are correct, Ethan. Do you know why you're correct? Do you know the reason for that? There's an interesting reason for that. Why all computers in the 41st millennium, not all, but most of them tend to be servitor based, meaning they're running on a lobotomized human brain. Abominable intelligence, exactly. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And that is a Dune reference. But the Cult Mechanicum do genuinely believe in that artificial intelligence is abominable intelligence. That only the Omnissiah can bestow a soul upon inanimate matter, and to do so yourself is the highest form of blasphemy. Which is why all the advanced machines and cogitators and servitors all run lobotomized human brains. Because you're not bestowing the spark of consciousness on inanimate matter, it already had the spark to begin with, so it doesn't count. Isn't that great?
Seems like an interesting walk around.
Yeah, it's a pretty good workaround.
Yeah.
Because the robots revolted in the 23rd... I don't know what you're talking about, UNC Samurai. That definitely didn't happen. That's totally not true. That sounds made up.
So, do they try to find, like, is the smarter the person, are they able to control more fancy computers and equipment, or is all brain matter the same?
I don't know, actually. I would assume all, like, brain matter is the same, because typically the way you get a servitor is by... Somebody who gets servitorized doesn't usually, like... isn't the same person, isn't really a person afterward. It's a thing that you do to, like, criminals, for instance.
Okay.
You know, if you
Sure.
if you fail to,
yeah,
if you fail to serve the Omnissiah in life, well, then you can at least be useful to him in death. It's not really a desirable thing for anybody.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Is the person like conscious still?
No, I don't think so. No,
understand
there's
that they're,
essentially my understanding is what happens is the brain is used essentially as just like computational machinery.
Okay.
There's nothing left of the person that the servitor used to be.
Gotcha.
Apparently, there's a sliver left in some servitors. Apparently, that does make sense. It's also a thing that happens to people who get like mortally wounded in battle. Like a lot of the more wacky Skitarii forms, like the one that got killed, they typically make those from Skitarii who are mortally wounded and like, you know, won't survive massive reaugmentation. So, you know, they chop all the remaining limbs off and go full lobotomy on them.
Okay.
Because it's that or die, right?
Sure. Yeah. And you know we can't waste a life.
No, waste not, want not.
Right.
Your life is not yours to waste. The Omnissiah has plans for you.
Yes.
Even in death, you're vital to operations. You know, I made that case to a guy who was running a Dark Heresy game once about how that would be a sensible, like, Mechanicus outlook. And he goes... No, hold on, how did that go? I said something about... The Mechanicum believes in the benefits of recycling. Yes, very true. I don't recall how the conversation went, but I said something like, you know, individuals in the Cult Mechanicum, they're you know, replaceable cogs. And he goes, oh, are you implying that, you know, not every, that every cog is not sacred and vital to operations? And I said, well, point taken. However, when you snap a bolt, over-tightening it, do you lament and cry out, woe is me, for I have lost that which can never be replaced? Or do you reach for another bolt?
Indeed, it is the latter.
Yes, indeed. I can just get all of my tech priests in here, then we can transition to kill all enemies. Okay, there. Kill all enemies. There we go. Okay. I should have just killed all enemies. It does this to me every time.
I wonder why Necron tomb worlds, or like tombs, have just unending abysses.
That is an interesting question, isn't it?
It seems a bit excessive.
Well, they're clearly huge structures, right?
Yes.
I think that's what it's meant to suggest, is that this is merely the tip of the iceberg. The actual structure of the tomb is much bigger. Which is kind of terrifying.
What if they make these that big just to have the aesthetic of like a bottomless pit?
Maybe.
There's zero function beyond
just
that.
Just dig all the way down to the mantle, just for aesthetics.
Yes.
Why
it's
not?
Like it's like one of those things where, all right, you need to take us seriously because we're willing to put this effort in.
Yes. Did you ever? Okay, Carl Sagan. This reminded. This is a related tangent, I swear. Carl Sagan once said, or hypothesized, that one way a technological civilization could signal its existence to the rest of the galaxy would be to seed its star with a lot of heavy nuclear elements, like the kinds that don't occur naturally, because those would be detectable at great distances just to basic spectrographic analysis, right? You'd be able to see those. And that would send a very powerful message, wouldn't it? Because the message that you're sending to anybody looking at your star is, we have advanced nuclear technology and can make enough of these exotic, like, nuclear elements that we can just throw them into our star just to make a point. Don't fuck with us. Right?
That is fair. On the flip side, do you really want to be found?
Well, yeah. But I mention this because some years ago, there is a star called Chebysky's star, which was found to indeed have some heavy radioactive elements in its atmosphere, for which current models of star formation can't explain.
Well, that's intriguing.
Really makes you think, huh?
Yeah. Oh, that would be interesting. How far away is the star?
I don't know off the top of my head. It's not local. I believe it is in the Milky Way, but it's not local.
None of the fun stuff is.
None of the fun stuff's local. Yeah, Michael is familiar with the Dark Forest, the Dark Forest hypothesis. Yes, indeed. One of the answers to the Fermi paradox. And also the title of the second book in the Three-Body Problem series, I think. Although I'm not sure whether or the author coined the phrase or simply used it. Also, anybody who's really up on their science fiction and doesn't already realize this, and has read Alastair Reynolds, will recall that the inhibitors are referred to by some as the wolves. As in the wolves in the Dark Forest. Now, that reference made sense to probably like 2 of you.
I did not understand.
There's another book to add to your list, Revelation Space, Alastair Reynolds.
Revelation Space. Alistair.
Alastair Reynolds.
Alistair. Alright. Let's keep piling it on. So let me ask you this.
Hold on. Blue Gentleman says, based on estimates on how long and likelihood of life-bearing planets to form the Big Bang, humans one of, if not the first century. Possibly. I don't know about that. My understanding is the best estimates for the Drake equation suggest that, in fact, the galaxy should be teeming with intelligent life. So we're missing something. Something doesn't add up. Anyway, Toblerone, you were gonna say something.
I was just gonna ask if what you would recommend in terms of the Dune series.
After you've read Dune?
After I've read the first book. Is it
I would
worth it to read all 6 of the main ones?
No. You definitely should read Messiah and Children.
Okay.
You could read God Emperor. I like God Emperor. I think it's cool. As for Heretics and Chapter House, I will say this: I read both of them when I was younger. I remember nothing about them, other than some weird sex stuff.
Okay. When does the story end? I guess. 'Cause I would like to obviously finish the story.
Which story? Paul's story ends with Paul's story arguably ends in Children.
Okay.
However, to further answer that question would spoil the events of Dune.
Well, because it's interesting, right? Like, I'm reading the book, and there's those little sections of
the little interludes
text.
from Irulan?
Yeah. Or whatever, right? It'd be at the start of the chapter.
Yeah.
And it's like, clearly it's referencing at least from what I can tell, it's clearly referencing Paul as either a father figure or something of that sort.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm looking at it as.
It's giving you little glimpses of the future.
Okay.
Which is kind of clever if you think about it.
Now, was that in the original book, or has that been added? Okay.
Yeah, that was added. That was in the original book. That's been there the whole time.
Nice. So he's had that. That's cool that he had that kind of forethought.
Well, he knew at least the ending for Dune that he had in mind. So he wrote those little interludes by Irulan from the perspective of the end of the book.
Okay.
All right, here we go. A veritable monolith indeed. Resembles the Necron devices known as Tesseract vaults. Oh boy. Whoop whoop whoop. Yeah, let's bring it back. Let's bring the Tesseract vault back for study, guys. That's what could go wrong. Accompany labor servitors to the entrance. Scout ahead of the servitors to ensure the path is stable, or just help them lift it. Team lift. What do you think? It's a Tesseract vault. I wonder what this button does. You just wait, Faye. You just wait. It's gonna get good.
Let's do a team lift.
Team lift. All right. The cohort eschew the traditional superiority of tech priests above those who perform manual labor. Truly, their dedication to the task has pleased the Omnissiah. Oh, that's nice. That's wholesome. It's good leadership. The Tesseract is transported to the Kaisis Metallicon, where it is placed in the hangar deck that is quarantined from the rest of the ship. Very good. What could go wrong?
So, let me ask this. Certainly, this is not the first world that a tech priest has accidentally awakened.
Oh, it can't be. It can't be.
So, do they ever learn their lesson?
Well, here's the problem with that, right? The galaxy is big.
Sure.
The galaxy is really, really big. So if somebody were to learn their lesson about that, it would take a long time for the information to get disseminated across the Imperium. Yeah, it takes months to years of subjective time to cross the Imperium at warp travel. Of subjective time, which means... I don't know. You maybe don't know this. Time passes differently in the warp. It's sometimes slower, but usually faster. So for every day that you spend in warp travel, 10 days pass relative to your destination.
All right.
So yeah,
that's horrifying.
It is horrifying. It has implications. It has implications for the way the Imperium runs itself. That's why the Imperium is broken up into segmentums and subsectors, and why it has governors and administrators, and it has this compartmentalized feudalist organization, because that really is the only way you can project power across galactic scales when you have that sort of time dilation to work with.
Sure.
You can't just send an army from Holy Terra all the way out to the fringes to put down a rebellion. You got to have locals who will do it for you.
Okay. Yeah, heaven forbid you want to go visit grandma.
Yeah. It also has this side effect, which I like to explore when I run Rogue Trader games, which is that people who travel the Void a lot, like Voidfarers and Rogue Traders and stuff, are kind of unmoored from time. Right? You leave your home planet, say goodbye to your family to go sign on with a Rogue Trader. Off you go. You come back after a 6-year tour, and your whole family's dead. Your brother's grandchild is an old man.
Yeah.
And you're 6 years older.
Yeah. No, that sounds pretty dystopian.
Yeah. Well, it's that gets explored a little bit too in the Alistair Reynolds books, where the people who man the subluminal interstellar spacecraft that travel at 9/10 the speed of light, they're called ultras. I forget why they're called ultras, but they also have that kind of nihilistic philosophy because of relativistic time dilation. They spend 3 to 6 years traveling between star systems, and by the time they've made the round trip, 100 years have gone by. Everybody they have ever known is dead. Everybody who ever knew them personally is dead.
Yeah.
Society, like, think of how much our society has changed in 100 years. And that happens to these guys who man the Light Huggers every time they do a round trip. So it becomes really easy to kind of be unmoored from the rest of civilization and kind of insular. And like the only people who really understand your perspective are the guys who crew the other Light Hugger. And maybe you'll meet up with them on the other end of the round trip. Then again, you might not. You might never see those guys again. They might be going in the other direction. Anyway. Warhammer 40,000 plays with a lot of tropes about like the Age of Sail and like colonial empires and stuff, which I think that kind of appeals to me because those are stories that are easy to tell because they're history. That's our history.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can look at it, from. I mean, the best way I could think of it would be like 1700, 1800 sail.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I want to sail across the Pacific Ocean and back.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, I mean, who knows what the hell happened after, it takes 4 years to sail across the sea or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Wow.
Oh, we could do another secret mission. Hang on,
let me ask this. Who are the rogue traders?
Okay, rogue traders. Alright, so I presume that you know that the Imperium has prescriptions upon dealing with the alien. Like, that's not allowed. Sure. That is
yes. Okay. Yes.
That is what we refer to as turbo heresy.
Yes.
However, someone at some point realized that was not a very smart way to run an interstellar empire. So, somebody has to conduct trade with the hated aliens. Somebody's got to go out into the fringes and see which planets are good to colonize and which ones should be scoured from orbit. Somebody's got to go off and chart new star systems. Someone's got to go push the boundaries of known space, see what's out there, report back, right? Because otherwise you're going out blind. Enter the rogue traders. By right of a writ of trade given to them, to their families, either by a high-ranking imperial official or, in some rare cases, signed by the hand of the emperor himself, rogue trader dynasties are empowered to go beyond the fringes of safe space, treat with the alien, explore and poke at things you're not supposed to poke at, and bring them back and share their riches with the rest of the empire. They are the interface between the Imperium of Man and the rest of the galaxy. And the writs of trade are they're dynasties. They're hereditary lineages. So some of them go back. Some of them go all the way back to the Horus Heresy.
Okay. Is it possible to have such a writ revoked?
It is, and it has happened. Typically, you get that happens for like Arch Heresy. I can't remember. There are a couple of Rogue Trader dynasties that are specifically named in the Rogue Trader RPG book as these guys are gone. Some new leg augments for him here. Okay, MNC Samurai with the deep cuts here. 40K was created at a bleak time in British culture where everyone thought everything was going to hell. That sense of cynical bleakness... Whoops. Where are we? Cynical bleakness and gallows humor was a bit of parody of wider British sci-fi comic fantasy culture at the time. Yeah, correct. 40K, if I'm not mistaken, 40K was a peer with like Judge Dredd and V for Vendetta and several other well-known, what's the word for that? There was a lot of that in, as you say, in British sci-fi comic fantasy at that time. That was a common theme. Oh, Faye says, elevating someone to a rogue trader can be used to get rid of political enemies when other ways, in quotes, would be impractical. Correct. Yeah, you want to get rid of a rival? Give him a writ of trade. Yeah, see ya. Bye. He'll never bother you again. Thunderclap says, passing in the warp is entirely subjective. Some Chaos Marines have experienced 20,000 years in the warp, but others think only a few centuries have passed since Horus fell. Yeah? Yeah. Passage of time in the warp is it's not linear, but it is thought to be related to how fucked up the warp is in the region that you're passing through. So, someplace like Cadia, which is turbo fucked, who knows? You know, you might. There are references to like ships and war fleets that enter the warp and arrive at their destination. You know, and the war has been over for thousands of years, or even worse, ships that arrive at their destination before they've left. But
I'm not gonna try to ponder that.
Yeah, one. But in stable space, like in the calm, settled core regions, the time dilation in warp travel is fairly predictable. In fact, in some places, according at least to the Rogue Trader book, in some places it approaches 1-to-1 on very stable warp routes. But only on the very stable ones. Alright, I think I should get some more engine seer powers would be useful. Oh, and we're running out of... Okay, well, I'll give him a Mecha Dendrite. Yeah, we're running out of Blackstone. I spent all my Blackstone on one guy again. I fucked it up. Alright. Let's do their secret mission. Ooh! Phosphor Serpenta! Alright, let's find more examples of Necron hieroglyphics. Let's bring a Ranger Alpha this time. They're fun. I'd heard that, Night Owl, that actually some of the earlier 40k games started off as 2000 AD games. Makes sense. Well, you say time does not really exist there, Thunderclap, but time doesn't really exist here either. The only reason you remember the past and not the future is because the act of physically making memories creates entropy. Did I just blow your mind? Yes, Michael, these guys are speaking binaric to each other. This is what binaric screeching sounds like. You'll never experience the present because light takes time to travel and process. Yes, yes indeed. That's among other things, that's Libet's delay. Libet's delay is the difference in time between when your eyes register photons and when you are actually able to consciously act on that information. Libet's delay is measurable. It's fucked up. You're not aware of it, but it's there. It is trivially easy to fuck up Libet's delay and make you suddenly become aware of the difference between knowing that something has occurred and being able to act on that information. It fucks you up. I actually wrote a Delta Green scenario about that. Well, related to that, about some other things, but related to that. It's called The Button. Go ahead and look it up. It won second place in, I think, 2016 for the Shotgun Scenario Contest. A long, narrow passageway. Send a trooper through the passageway. Send the entire cohort through the passageway. Or send no one through the passageway at all. Alright, what should we do here? Let's just send one. Oh, nope. Crawls inside the burial chamber and triggers a trap. Microwaves that cause exposed flesh to blister and burn. Ugh. Could have been worse. Where are we even going? All the way over there. Okay, let's go this way. A large metal coffin lies half smashed, broken open by a shift in the landscape. The coffin shows an image that may represent Lord Acropus. Should we desecrate the coffin to reveal the treasures within? Should we examine the inscription on the lid, or should we consecrate the chamber with incense and prayer and possibly flame?
Certainly we should learn about who we want to desecrate first.
I think we should. Let's examine the lid. The inscription represents Lord Acropus, astronomer to the Necron lords entombed on Silva Tenebris. Examine surrounding hieroglyphics demonstrate his blasphemous theoretical model of the galaxy. Creates a sense of pervasive dread and nausea. Oh no! Alright, let's do one of these. Alright, battle axe or triangle?
Battle axe.
Good choice. Nothing bad happens.
I have redeemed myself.
The game never tells you what they mean. You just have to keep track yourself. I kind of like that, actually. A complex model of spinning wheels and globes, a representation of planetary systems. Oh. A corpse of a Skitarii lies in front in a pool of still warm blood. Check the model of planetary systems, check the body, or speak a prayer to the dead and move on. I like this artwork here. This is cool.
Might be worth knowing why the person died.
Yeah, let's see what killed him. The corpse appears to have died from self-inflicted rad rifle round that blew half the cranium away and left the floor spattered with brain matter and shattered augmetics. What prompted the Skitarii to commit this act is perhaps too dangerous a question to ponder.
Self-delete.
Yep, just yep. Toby, the safety shotgun, says, save the last round for yourself. Alright, Tech Priest must escape. What do you guys want to bet this is going to be another Tech Priest must escape becomes kill all enemies? This game likes to do that to me.
Is there an opportunity for it to become something else?
Sometimes, it'll just end the mission right there.
Oh. Is that sometimes usually due to you killing most of the stuff in the room?
No, there are some where it'll say Tech Priest must escape. You get to the other side, and then it's like, boom, mission successful. However, there is rarely an easy way to tell when that's going to happen. Alright, let's take some pot shots with the phosphor weapons. See if we can't get some intel. I don't know if you noticed, but phosphor weapons will reveal armor and hit points on things they hit.
Okay.
Pretty useful. You can also send a servo skull to go scan them, but, you know, I prefer to send mine to collect top points. He's got physical armor anyway, so I'm not gonna bother him. Oh, water break. Hail hydrate.
Hail hydrate.
I'm actually not drinking water. I'm drinking the limited holiday edition cranberry ginger ale. It's really fucking good.
Nice. I am drinking water. Scraps.
Oh, we gotta stretch. Okay, stretch. And a posture check. Thank you, Thunderclap Sasquatch.
don't know if you heard that, but that was my sternum crack.
That's pretty good. That's impressive.
It's probably not the sternum. I think that's pretty solid.
Well, you know, solid is a relative term. Straighten and lengthen your spines. Yes. So check this guy out. This guy is a Ranger Alpha. He's got a sword.
Nice.
He's also fast. And he's got this thing where he ignores opportunity attacks, because fuck you. The Skitarii Alphas are like the squad commanders of the Skitarii.
Okay.
There's a Vanguard Alpha that I haven't unlocked yet, but what he does is he has a taser. Is you poke things with it, and it's got like an area effect attack. It's pretty funny. Oh, target acquired. I want to get some regular Skitarii Rangers, but I haven't unlocked them yet. They're fun. Their rifles scout enemy units they hit.
And that's like collecting data.
Yeah, just like the phosphor weapons.
Okay.
And the higher level ones always crit, which means they always ignore armor.
Nice.
It's so broken. Look who's weak to energy damage. Oh shit. Mistakes were made. I have made a terrible mistake. Surprise, motherfucker. I always forget that these maps do shit like this. Alright. He's going in. Going in!
Well, now we know what the incredibly deep chasm is for.
Yeah. Yeah. Test of my skills. Yeah, there we go. That's a good way to think of it. Just a test of my skills. Emperor, why do you keep giving me your hardest tests? Let's get a good look at this creepy guy. This guy's pretty creepy looking.
Yeah, he's got a robe on.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I don't think it's a robe. I think it's just part of his spine. Let us invoke the litany of the Electromancer and ignore armor for the next 6 attacks. One. Oh no, I'll finish this guy off. 2. 3. Okay, watch this, watch this. Dodge!
Does he do that after every attack?
No, that's a special ability he can do with like a 2-turn cooldown. You pick a target and then ignore any attacks from that target until your next turn.
I see.
When the tech priests do the dodge thing, which they can get from some equipment, they do like a full like limbo, like lean all the way back. It's pretty hilarious.
Well, when you have like just mechanical joints that can kind of do whatever they want.
Yeah, you might as well.
You might as well be a little excessive.
Oh shit, I should have done that one. I should have done one of the further away ones. Oh, too late now. Okay, I think I can get... Yeah, I can get all these guys with the flamethrower. It's gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. Because it's gonna ignore all armor, too. Because I still have Litany the Electromancer up. Whoosh!
Nice.
Just deleted all the scarabs.
That's huge. It looked like they were repairing
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big boon. Does this guy scout? Or does he... Yeah, he does scout. Okay. Yep, alright. Well, boom. Oh, the cat is back. Cat. Pet the cat. Brother, get the flamer. The heavy flamer. Oh, Night Owl was redeemed pet. Pet the cat. I'm petting the cat. I have a spot on my desk that I put a blanket on so he could, like, sit on there and not be in my way, but he insists on sitting on top of my mouse pad. Because that's where my attention is, so that's where he wants to be. Yeah, I know, the music is great. I am a big fan of the soundtrack of this game. They fucking nailed it. Ooh. Samurai says if you try putting an extra mousepad in a cardboard box next to it, that is a clever idea. That is a clever idea. Alright, let's see how many of these guys I can nail with this thing. Forgot he could do that. Alright, let's take out the Cryptek. There we go. No more of that bullshit. These guys look appropriately positioned for another wave of the flamer. I think that actually might be a heavy flamer, come to think of it. That's, the game calls it an Incendium Combustor, which I think is equivalent to a heavy flamer. I know they're typically used on, like, bigger mech units. Like battle servitors and cataphrans and stuff have them. You can get cataphrans in this later. It's fun. Cataphrans are the big, like, the huge combat robots. They're pretty goofy looking, but they're also pretty awesome. You'll see. Castellans, sorry, not cataphrans. Cataphrans are battle servitors. Castellans are the stupid looking battle robots. Wow. Delete. Let's give you a little heal tap. Oh, are Cataphrans a type of knight? I know. I always forget how the knights work. I know basically nothing about them.
Those are the really big robots?
Maybe? Yeah. Imperial Knights are basically like Imperial mechs. They're mini Titans.
Now, are people driving those things?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, specifically people of a particular bloodline, because the Knights are coded or are gene coded.
Gotcha. All right.
There's a bit in the other turn-based 40k game, Chaos Gate. It's the one where you command a bunch of Grey Knights and go do XCOM stuff. There is a boss fight against a Chaos Knight, which is fucking cool. So like 4 Grey Knights facing down a Chaos Knight and just like... No.
Would the Chaos Knight, is that the people? I assume that's the people that have fallen to Chaos, right?
Well, here's the thing about Chaos when it intersects with machinery. It tends to blur the line. The difference between like a Chaos machine and its crew is often very blurry.
Interesting.
Yeah. If by interesting you mean horrifying.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100% horrifying.
But I mean, that is genuinely a horror trope that I enjoy. So. Well, Bruno says Chaos Knights are interesting. I'm wondering what the Chaos Nobility has to do to keep their numbers up. Well, I wouldn't ask questions that you don't want to hear the answers to. Let me put it that way. I know how they make more Chaos Space Marines. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get into that. Yep. Yeah, like Grenadier says, it's against the TOS to talk about in too much detail.
So has the lore gone into a bunch about that? Because
oh yeah,
the Chaos, like the original Chaos Knights, or the Space Marines, I guess, those were the legions that kind of bailed on the Emperor.
Yeah,
Horus Heresy.
The original Chaos Space Marines were defectors against the Emperor for various reasons.
Sure.
Not all of them were immediately, Chaos worshippers. A lot of them were just like not okay with the way the Emperor was doing things.
Okay.
And to be perfectly fair, they had a lot of legitimate criticisms.
Sure.
But that's that was kind of the problem.
Now, did you have to go to Chaos if you didn't like what the Emperor was doing, or could you just like bail and be like, I'm just gonna do my own thing?
I think there are some legions that didn't go to the Eye of Terror and fuck off and kind of did their own thing. I'm not sure about that. I know a lot of the traitor legions that fled to the Eye of Terror out of necessity because they had nowhere else to go.
Sure.
And over, centuries to millennia eventually started, let in a little bit of chaos just to keep the men happy, and then, let a little bit more in the next day. Right. It was a gradual thing for a lot of legions. It was a gradual thing. Do you know the ultimate fuck you that Tzeentch pulled on Horus? So Horus was the shit. Which legion did Horus command? He was one of the Primarchs. He was the Emperor's favorite son. He was also a Psyker. World Eaters, thank you. Oh, no, Lunar Wolves. Okay, I'm confused now. Anyway, point is, he was a Psyker, right? He had some concerns about the way Daddy Amps was doing things. So he uses, you know, his psychic powers to look into the future and to see how things are going to go. And Tzeentch, you know, Chaos God of bullshit and trickery, sees his moment to interfere.
Naturally.
So Tzeentch shows him the future of the Imperium of Man. He shows him a dark future where the Emperor is worshipped as a living god, where science and technology have degenerated to like essentially like shamanism and superstition, where mankind is divided, at war, constantly broken up into splinter factions, disunited. It's all come apart.
Sure.
And Horus sees that and goes, "You motherfucker!" And so he confronts the Emperor and says, "I know what you're planning. I've seen the future. I'm not going to let this happen," and fights him. Of course, you and I, the audience, we realize that Tzeentch showed Horus a vision of the future if he rebelled against the Emperor.
Yeah, okay.
So that's the irony of the Horus heresy, was that Horus caused the future he was trying to prevent.
That is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Tzeentch is a fucking asshole.
Now, does Horus know this at this point?
Horus is like turbo dead.
Oh, he is? Okay.
He died, and because he made a pact with the Chaos Gods, he went straight to hell.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I was thinking of someone else.
Straight to hell. Empy killed his soul. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Dad kicked his ass. The Emperor was like, "I brought you into this world, I'll take you out of it."
I think I was thinking of Magnus.
I think Magnus is dead too, isn't he?
Is he?
I thought he was.
I have no idea. I am not a lore expert.
I know he would not approve of the rubric of Armamon. He definitely would not be okay with that. It's why I thought... Oh, Magnus is a Daemon Prince. Okay, he's still around. He's just a Daemon Prince. He's just hiding somewhere. Yeah, well, you know, Aramon's the one who should be hiding if Magnus ever finds out what he fucking did. Who the fuck just called the God Emperor a Chaos God? Who the fuck said? Where's the ban button? Where's the ban button? All right, slash ban quirky trooper. I'm kidding. Okay, I might actually have to hand out a ban for using the phrase "golden bussy." I might actually have to ban for that. No, none of that. No. No horny. Yes, Commissar. That post right there. Commissar. You fucking guys. I briefly played a Commissar once in a Dark Heresy game. It was it was pretty fun. I got a couple of good inspiring speeches off, and everybody else was like, "Oh my god." It was my contribution to combat, was using the command skill to give everybody +10 for, you know, being inspired. Other fun thing you can do with the command skill is if your allies or other like friendly NPCs would be like afraid, like if they're facing something with the fear quality, you can make a command check to make them more afraid of you than the monster. Not one step back! Oh, we've located a cache of grave goods. Can you shoot an NPC to improve the morale? I think in Only War, I think you can. I think that's a thing you can do. Knowing their history will arm us against them. Take care lest you become that which you study. Yeah, the Commissar character was a lot of fun. He didn't even have very good ballistic or weapon skill. He was just, like, all he did was stand around and inspire people with speeches in the middle of combat.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, it was great. Everyone loved it. Alright, Phosphorus Serpenta is the coolest looking gun. Let me show you guys the Phosphorus Serpenta. I'd actually make that his main weapon. Or no, I should find... No, hold on. I gotta keep moving my chat window around because I am a single monitor pleb. Where is my Magos Dominus? Here he is. Alright, you're getting an upgrade. Actually, you're getting 2 upgrades. He's getting his capstone. If no melee weapon equipped, plus armor, plus damage, plus range, plus crit chance. Hell yeah! So this guy's my main damage dealer now. And I'm just going to take this Phosphor Pistol off. And we're going to slot in this Phosphor Serpenta. Look at that thing. Look at that. Can you see that?
Is that the
Look at like
rifle?
the bronze filigree on that. Look at that.
That is very fancy.
It's so fancy. I love it. That right there, that is the sidearm of a rogue trader. It's the kind of thing a rogue trader would carry around. Oh, we have another secret mission. Or we could do a boss fight. The Lord Astronomer. Let's take him down a peg. What else we got? Yeah, let's go fight the Lord Astronomer. Let's do one more Necron Lord, and then we'll call it a night. Definitely like the big guys. Actually, no. Hold on. I remember this fight. We're gonna take all Rust Stalkers. Alright, here we go. Gonna go find us an astronomer. Do you think las guns aren't powerful because they're putting the batteries plus to plus instead of plus to negative? Maybe. Could be. Although I will point out it is a meme that las guns are not powerful. The reason that meme exists is because of the kinds of things that Imperial Guardsmen tend to die to. Shooting other soft, squishy life forms, las guns are great. It's you know, Chaos Space Marines and Daemons and stuff that they're not so good at. I mean, they'll blow the fuck out of an Eldar. Yeah, they'll wreck an Eldar if you can just hit the bloody thing. Yeah, las guns are super cool. It's a great weapon. I have a meme somewhere where there's a picture of a guardsman, and he's doing the Horatio sunglasses thing. He goes, "Dark heresy, huh? Good thing I brought a flashlight." Certainly, they're not like good anti-armor weapons, but I mean they're an infantry like they're the infantry battle rifle is what they are. They're not supposed to punch through tanks. Now, you want to punch through a tank, you reach for the armory of Mars and you pull out a transuranic arquebus. There you go. There's a tank killer. Yes, I'd like a railgun that shoots depleted uranium bullets that is twice as long as I am tall, please. Grenade goes, "Commissar, shoot that man." Ugh, reams of astronomical data. Should we corrupt the data? Should we refuse the data, purge it from the noosphere, or run it through the ship's cogitations and translate it?
Could it corrupt us?
Yeah, it probably could.
Oh, you know. I mean, the commissars wouldn't be happy if we looked into the data.
My guy, we are the Cult Mechanicum. Mechanicus, excuse me. Oh, don't get those mixed up. We're the Cult Mechanicus. We have no commissars on board.
Ah, well then, investigate away.
All right, let us analyze it. Oh no. A different physics model where forces such as gravity and electromagnetism are subordinate to the wills of ancient immense intelligence. Chat's talking about the rest of the Mechanicus armory now. Yeah, conversion. There's a conversion beamer in this game. I haven't unlocked it yet, but it's fucking great. Nothing delivers a fuck you quite like a metal slug traveling a significant fractions of light speed. Well, do you guys know Robinson's Law of Space Combat? Toblerone, do you know Robinson's Law of Space Combat?
I do not. Please enlighten me.
Robinson's Law of Space Combat tells us that the impact of a projectile traveling at, I believe it's 1,000 meters per second, it has equivalent kinetic energy to the projectile's mass in TNT.
That's scary.
Yeah. So when you're thinking about space warfare, that is the projectile speed at which there's really no point putting the explosive charge on a projectile. There's no point. Yes, thank you, Night Owl. Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. This is why we do not eyeball it. I love that bit. It's so good. There's a random event that sometimes fires in Stellaris where one of your science ships gets hit by a railgun slug that was fired like 10 million years ago. Also, you know what else I love about that bit in Mass Effect 2? The we don't eyeball it, the Sir Isaac Newton bit? Do you know what I love about that? In the very same game, you find out that big fucking crater on that one Mars planet was made by a railgun that missed a Reaper. Because Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space, and this is why you do not eyeball it. Someone somewhere is gonna have a bad time. That's what I love about that, because that was setting up that set piece, right? that whole conversation gives you the context to appreciate the set piece later of, yeah, this big crater that blew this in the side of this planet here, yeah, that was a giant railgun that blew a hole in the side of the planet that missed its target.
That is good foreshadowing.
Layers. Okay, ooh. We have a donut, we have a stapler, and we have a dreidel. Which one should we do?
Well, I would nominate the stapler.
All right, let's do the stapler. Oh, well, we didn't lose any cog points because we didn't have any. I like the little skull floating over the table here. Oh, ooh. An insidious whisper worms its way through the noosphere, infecting the awareness of everyone connected. Oh. Upload the intrusive thought pattern to study it. Transmit words of admonition to the troops in the tomb to remind them of their duty. Enact a session of self-castigation, punishing the cohort for having such thoughts. I don't know, what do you think?
I would think that we should analyze the source.
Alright, let's analyze the source. A complex data plague of cunning and devious design. Xenos in origin, but created for use against the human mind. Interesting. Means the Necrons are more adaptive than previously thought. Yeah, that wasn't a standing contingency. That was something created specifically for the invaders, for the Mechanicus invaders. We have not restarted since last time, Duel Leader. We're still on the last save from the second time I started. Radiant Boys are still alive. They are kicking ass and taking names. We are about to take down another Necron Lord. Let's do Triangle this time. Oh, Dual Wielder, you missed. We did a couple of secret missions where we recovered a cool Necron toy for the xenobiologist guy. It was a big, giant obelisk thing that apparently it resembled something called a Tesseract Vault. I don't know what that is, but that sounds perfectly safe. So it's on the ship now. Anyway, here we go. Let's fight a Necron Lord. Yeah, do you want the shadows to wake up? Because this is how you wake up the shadow. Yeah. Yeah, 5's, yeah, close to 0, yeah, but not 0. A synthesized voice transmitting to the comm unit of every trooper in the tomb. Cleanse the cohort's minds with prayer. What did you find with the crazy tech? Yeah, we just found something called a Tesseract Vault. It's fine. He's just going to study it and see what it does. It's on the ship. Ignore the transmission, or respond with curses and prayers at high volume. I think we should turn up to 11. What do you think, Tilbaron?
I agree.
Alright. Oh no! That was the wrong choice. The polemic against the irrational and the heretical. Oh, thank you, Toilet Obliterator. Merry Christmas Hanukkah. Yeah, whatever it is. Happy Winter Solstice Adjacent Festival. There you go. We covered them all. At Christmas Hanukkah, him hide under the tree. Jump out minigunning your fat family. Spell a good time to me. It's MURDERNONSTOP. And once again, like 2 people got that reference. This chamber contains... You forgot Festivus, yes. A Festivus for the rest of us. Several empty sarcophagi, some of which have malfunctioned and show signs of having exploded. Any destroyed Necrons have teleported away, but there may still be intelligence to be gleaned with these damaged devices. Dual-wielder thinks we should throw the Tesseract Vault into the black hole. No, no, it's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna let Tiresias examine it and study it and see what he can learn about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it, okay? Just don't worry. That's definitely not gonna come up later on. Right, so, should we loot the sarcophagi for valuables? Should we examine them? Or should we ensure that they are fully destroyed?
Well, we've already cursed the guy who owns this place, so I say we steal all of the shit.
Yeah, let's take his stuff. Hey, we got some Blackstone. Cohort, rip out whatever valuable looking materials are visible. Catan are not great. Prison escape. I don't know what you're talking about, Dill. What's a I don't even like Catan, okay? I don't like worker placement games. That's what really killed the Necrons, is having to play Settlers of Catan.
I told you. I warned you. This world is ours. This Paris is ours. But you do not listen. The weak are ignorant, for they fear the knowledge of the strong.
You know, Chris has a good point. If you throw a Tesseract Vault into a black hole, for all we know, that could just make things way worse. I mean, you guys play Stellaris? You guys know what the worm is? The worm loves you.
Does it though?
What was will be. What will be was.
You know what it is. You have always known. Did you think it will not come to this? You, whose existence is war, whose first terror is peace. Did you think you would destroy us without a fight?
I have basically two ways that I play Stellaris. Way number one is I roleplay as the Galactic Empire from Foundation. And way number two is Von Neumann Berserker machines. Just self-replicating machines, just making war machines. Occasionally megastructures, mostly machines. I mean, actually, megastructures are machines, aren't they? Alright. Ahead lies a grand ornate coffin at the center of a clockwork armillary of stars and planets. Should we pray for strength and deliverance? Should we open fire immediately? Or should we set up a barricade?
Barricades are good.
Barricades are pretty good, yeah, alright.
I assume they're good.
Yeah, well, let's do it. Prepare the defenses. Nope. The cohort searches for debris to form a barricade, but the sarcophagus chamber is too well kept for there to be any such scrap and junk. Alright, well, okay. We've lost the initiative. Oh boy. Oh, check out the skulls in the back of the tomb there. That's so cool.
That is pretty metal.
Alright, here we go. Oh, he's got more. Oh, that's a new one.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't look good.
That is a new one.
I like how it's got shock in parentheses.
Yes, Maze, that is exactly what I imagine as well. Just doing the thinking pose. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Really, really activates your cogitators.
I have seen the true form of the galaxy. It does not include you.
Wow. That's harsh. Oh, he's summoning more. Oh, Jesus. He's coming. Oh, Lord, him a-coming. Alright, alright. Let's give him a little taste of this. Oh, shit. That's not fair. Hold still. Motherfucker. Alright, well, I'm gonna reposition to grab some cog next turn. Okay, let's do this. Kill the Lord, do all the others shut down? Yeah, if we manage to kill the boss, then we'll win the mission instantly. The trick is every time we shoot him, he's going to switch places with one of his underlings.
That's cheating.
Man, that thing hits hard. I love it. All right. It's Ruststalker time. This thing ignores armor. Yeah. Right up close, and then I'm gonna pop Blessings of the Omnissiah, and I'm gonna bring in more Ruststalkers next turn. Oh, the tomb is fully awakened. Alright, more stocky boys. Let's just surround them. You're surrounded now. Fuck you. Check it out. He's about to have a bad day.
Oh, yeah, he's not gonna have it.
Alright, let's take a pot shot at the Lord Astronomer here. Yep, swap. He get to act. He'll get to act in there somewhere. So let's Nope. Nope, that's gonna provoke. Take another pot shot. Oh, and he swapped again. That's my favorite attack animation. That one's cool. Usually like does a little flip.
The stars will turn red with the blood of mankind.
Oh, more Necrons. Alright, let's delete him before he stands up again. Snag some cog. And let's get on up here and recharge. I wonder if he'll teleport again or if I've used them all up. I have not used them all up. But I can finish this one off. Yeah, oh man, not quite. Alright, it's flamer time. Dodge this. I see you dodge this, motherfucker. Oh shit, he did. Well, you're on fire now, so joke's on you. Yeah! Got him. Alright, so I have until here in initiative order to kill that thing before it gets up again. Aha! Get wrecked. Every time these Ruststalkers attack, their weapon gets stronger.
Are those the enemies or your guys?
No, my guys here. Every time these guys attack, the swords get stronger.
Nice.
5% critical chance per attack in this battle. Pretty good. It'd be a waste of the Volkite Blaster to do that. Thank you, Mez. It was indeed a very quotable moment. Boom! Oh, is the command not working? Yeah. Alright. Let's finish this one off. There we go. Oh, we lost one. Only mods can do it. Okay, hold on. I'll do it. How does the command work? Do you have to attribute it to somebody? I'll do the second.
This is the drawing of your final night.
I like that these boss fights aren't just a slog through a bunch of enemies. Like, they all have a unique gimmick.
Yeah, it definitely makes it a better game.
Makes it more dynamic. Oh, he's getting up. He's reanimating. What's the trick with Necrons? You gotta confirm the kill or else the kill might confirm you. I will never stop making that joke. Alright, let's zap. Ah, he didn't teleport that time. Does that mean I got him? Haha. This might be my chance. There we go. Thanks, Night Owl. Thank you for the assist. Out of range. Okay. What about... Still out of range. Is that a Punisher reference? I've only ever heard it secondhand. My buddy Melonbread likes to make that joke. Which, actually, that tracks, because I know he's read Punisher. Jake, who I used to do the Green Box with, he also Punisher fan. Famous for quoting, "This is war, survival is your responsibility." No breaking the Twitch TOS. Alright, there, he's not liking that. Maybe now that he's out of teleports, maybe I can alpha him down. I'm gonna provoke if I step away, but it's worth it because... Only 2 damage. Fuck you. Should I... Okay, chat. Should I drop the Zenerite Bulkite Blaster, AoE damage, on top of the Necron Lord, and possibly kill one of my own guys in the process? It's only a Skitarii, not a Tech Priest. Should I do it? Yes or no? 1 vote for yes. Yes.
Sure.
Were these okay? Yeah. People are saying yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Faith shields him. You are right. You know what? I'm also gonna tap Litany of the Electromancer to ignore armor. All right. Prepare to get wrecked. All right. Killed my own dude. Did not kill the Necron Lord. I may have inflicted damage. I do not know because I can't see his health pool. Oh wow, that's a cool trick. That's mean. Why do you keep saying mean things? Ooh, rip. Another Skitarii down. I think it's all my Skitarii down. No, he's coming. Oh Lord, him a coming. Show me your stats. 36 hit points left. Okay, but he's weak to physical, and he's also weak to radiation. Oh shit! Forgot I could do that. I don't think I do have one more I can call in. I think I called them all in. I think I brought in... Yeah, because I only got 3. And I don't see any left on the field. Yeah, I think that might be it. But it's fine, because I've still got Tech Priests, and they've got the big guns. I should have brought the Plasma Caliber. Why didn't I bring the Plasma Caliber, the Plasma Culverin? I should have done that. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I can hit both of them with the heavy flamer. Teleporting won't save you now. Oh, did you guys see that? It just fucking blew him away. Okay, gotta get up close and personal with him. Because he's weak to physical. Like, look at the outside of the arena. It's got this weird, like rib cage thing on it. I didn't notice that before. That's cool. That was a good hit.
It looked like a good hit.
I got him down to 18. Just a little more. Things are getting a little hairy. Man, that 3 armor on the guy is really helping.
I shall place a mark upon this map of the heavens to commemorate where your extinction began.
Wow.
A very honorary of it.
Yeah. I do enjoy the clapbacks from the Necron Lords. They're pretty good. Like such disdain. Yeah, get wrecked. Feel the burn. Should we tap him again with the Volkite Blaster? It worked pretty well last time. Oh, never mind. Moot point. Do a little bit of healing. I think might have to pause and regroup here.
So what are those towers?
These are just Necron cryptoliths.
Okay.
You can collect cog points from them by like pausing in the middle of battle to study the inscriptions, because that's the kind of guys the tech priests are. I like it because it's a sort of a meta currency thing where it encourages you to stay, like, not to just hide in a corner, but to actually go around the map and be dynamic and move and stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, your cog points are your action points, and they don't regenerate normally on their own.
The map of the future has no mark where I fell. The stars do not record
That's a new one.
That looks like a really big cannon.
Yeah, I am not a fan. Burn damage is helping. Strip away a little bit of your armor. And let's go say hi. Yeah.
Nice.
Oof. Oh wow, that hits hard. How many can we catch in the same flame burst? Definitely get 3. Let's do it. Yeah! Oh, we almost got him. We almost got him. He's at 3 hit points. Oh! No! You son of a bitch. Almost had him. Almost had him. Toilet obliterator, I am not clicking that. I know what that is. You can't. I do not cite the deep magic to me. I was there when it was written. Alright, let's finish this loser. And boom! Got him.
Nice.
Mission complete. The heavily armed war form of the Lord Astronomer collapses, spewing sparks and flames. Its Gauss coils ruptured. For a moment it seems raw data is bleeding from the stricken Necron. Images of distant alien stars flicker through the noosphere, accompanied by millions of years of stellar migrations and galactic orbits. Then Acropus is still and cold. The Lord Astronomer of Silva Tenebris is destroyed. Ah, okay, that was a tough one. But we got all this loot. Oh, Plasma Caliver, hell yeah. These are fun. We had the bigger version already, but this is a much more usable version because it only costs 3 to fire instead of 4, which is retarded. Oh, we got one of these too. All right.
Oh my god. Okay, so like you got to get those cog points to actually do actions throughout the round.
All right, so that's it for the Necron Lords. The Necrons have loot. Yeah, they do. They do have loots. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. We had a little rebellion on the ship. This is the next step of that. We're fighting some heretics. Well, we can do that next time. I think this is a good end time here. So I am going to save the game. And I'm going to call it here. Thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. Hope you had a good time. I sure did. And we'll see you next time. Good night.
Bye, everyone.